We got these nice fruits and veggies right here on my cutting board because I know we have the holiday season coming up. I know we have the chill factor coming in. We got the cold factor coming in. You know, people start to get the sniffling and the sneezing and the wheezing and all that. Ain't nobody got time for that. This right here, what I'm gonna show you today from A to Z, steps 1, 2, and 3, how to stay healthy during FLU season, okay? So, very easy, simple, and all natural recipe that you can make. This is gonna be a tea and smoothie recipe. So to do this recipe, which is gonna be this flu blocker tea to keep you nice and healthy going into flu season, and also this autumn smoothie, which features all of the seasonal produce that's in season, or the best that's in season for the month of October. All right, y'all, so look, let's go over these fruits for this smoothie first. We got some bananas, all right? Some bananas. With that potassium, we got that apples too as well. Keep your insides right. We also have, now what do you guys call these? I wanna know what you guys call these where you're from. Do you call these yams or do you call them sweet potatoes? What do you call this? Wherever you're from. Carrots, organic, fresh carrots, perfect in October. We gotta keep that eyesight good, right? And then of course, pumpkin. Now listen, I know pumpkin is big now this time of year because of the jack-o'-lanterns and Halloween, if you celebrate that, pumpkin spice lattes and things of that nature. But you know you can eat this too as well, and it's actually very good for you. This is a really good vegetable that gets slept on a lot, and people just use it for desserts or for lattes or for decoration. But I'm gonna show you how to get the best out of this too as well, all right? So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and cut all of these vegetables up, all right? And these fruits too as well. So what I like to do is start off with anything that I have to get the skins off. So like this carrot, for example. Just gonna use my peeler and go all around that carrot, getting all that skin off, all right? And then I'm gonna show you guys what I do with this skin. A lot of people, and I'm gonna answer all your questions today too as well, because I get a lot of questions from people on YouTube, on IG, TikTok, whatever. I get a lot of questions about why I do this and why I do that, or did you do this or did you do that? Listen, I'm here to teach, not preach. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to show you what I do. And if you want to try it out, great. Am I perfect? No. Do I know everything? Of course not. All right? I'm here to learn too from you as well. You understand what I mean? So one thing I've learned for me, all right, everyone's body is built different, but I feel better after eating natural foods and consuming vegetables and fruits and things like that. So for example, and I'm just gonna be, talking to you guys just on some real stuff real quick if you don't mind. But this week, last week I had a pretty tough week, I'm not gonna lie. I had a tough week mentally, I had a tough week physically. I just had one of those weeks. You guys know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, put a number 1 in the comments. It's not like you're sick. It's not that you're something's hurting. It's just one of those weeks where it's just like stuff is weighing down on you. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times people will turn to like alcohol or return to pills or return to vices or maybe being with people that aren't the best for us or being around people that aren't the best for us to kind of like mask those feelings and not deal with them head on. But a lot of the times when you just focus on the outside stuff that you can see, you forget or neglect what's going on internally. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some changes within before I start trying to change what's on the outside. And I'm gonna put a pause on that story real quick. So, all right, so all these scraps right here, do not throw these out. Do not throw these out. Get you an empty bowl, just as such, and dump them right up in there, okay? Because I'm gonna show you guys, because this is a central part. These scraps, these nutrients, and I've cleaned off all my veggies, I've cleaned off all my fruit, so you don't have to worry. These are gonna get repurposed. I'm gonna show you guys what you can do with these fruit scraps and veggie scraps, all right? So you guys see I have my peeled carrots here. But back to the story, and I'm just gonna chop these up into little bite-sized pieces, okay? I wasn't feeling right. I wasn't feeling right. And also the tops of these carrots can go in that scraps too as well, all right? I haven't had any meat protein or anything like that, chicken, beef, not even seafood. A lot of people say, oh, I don't eat meat, but then they'd be like, I eat seafood. It's like, well, that makes you a pescatarian, all right? That makes you a pescatarian, and that's fine too as well. But with all that being said, just gonna put these carrots in a bowl right here, y'all. With all that being said, the way I've been feeling has been absolutely amazing. Now, it's kind of tough being a content creator because, you know, and maybe this is just in my own head, but, you know, I'm in Texas. I love my barbecue. I love my my briskets and things like that. But I was talking to a brother of mine the other day, and he was just saying, us, okay? When I talk about us, that's what I'm talking about. We weren't built as people to sustain on that diet. He was talking about when he worked in corporate. He said he would go to, we got the sweet potatoes and yams up next, y'all. He would go on his lunch breaks and see people down like whole steaks and rolls and potatoes and things like that for lunch. And then go back to work like nothing happened. Sitting down, you know what I mean? Not going to build a house or, you know, work on the farm. Just going to sit down at the desk after consuming all of that. And he was telling me, he was like, our bodies weren't built to digest things like that, all right? I'm not telling you guys to not eat something or to start eating something, but there's a reason why we have the itis. I don't know any other group of people that uses that word itis. If you used that word itis before in your life, put a number 2 in the comments. That's our word, you know what I mean? And we say that word, I don't think they were talking about itis back in Africa back in the day, or, you know, before we got on this more Western diet, you know. And just to cut real quick, we're gonna take these sweet potato skins and throw them right back in that pile of skins, okay? So with all that being said, I'm just cutting these yams right now, or sweet potatoes. It's kind of the same thing with food. You shouldn't feel disgusted with yourself after eating. You shouldn't feel like you did something wrong, so to speak. You know, you should feel nourished, nutrition. Words mean a lot, y'all. Words mean things. This is why we have prefixes in certain words and, you know, things like that. So I always tell people, before you start claiming you're vegan or vegetarian or whatever, just start eating colors, okay? So I don't know if we have any Ethiopian or Eritrean brothers and sisters watching right now. If you are, salute to you. But one thing that those people over there do, they eat tons of colors, like carrots and yams and things like that. And you see how they look. You see that glow that they have, because this is coming from here, going into them, and it's coming out and it's radiating. You understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to do anything like that. I'm just here to share more than anything. Next, I got my pumpkin. Now, traditionally, I would peel this, but it honestly takes too much time. I've never cut a pumpkin. I'm just gonna cut this top off first. Okay, and look at that beautiful interior of that pumpkin right there, all right? So what I did while I cut that top off, and like I said, we're gonna save this, so just put that in the rest of your pile right there. I'm gonna cut that top off so I can have like a flat surface, so I can start cutting, almost like a pineapple, how you would skin a pineapple. So I can start cutting the skin off, all right? Just exposing the actual pumpkin right there. So this should probably be about 8 cuts, almost kind of like an octagon. I'm just gonna scoop these seeds out of this pumpkin. Appreciate y'all tuning in too. So we got our pumpkin seeds. I'm just scraping these out with a spoon. If you wanna get in there with your hands, that's fine. But all of this is gonna go into this flu blocker tea that I'm gonna show you guys how to make, all right? All right, so this was a pumpkin just 2 minutes ago. Now look at it, right? It honestly looked like I could keep this like a little cup and sip the tea out of it. This is like a cool little cup, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna cut this in half just like this. And then I'm just gonna slice this up. Into little bits and pieces. And with the yams, I keep calling them yams. With the yams, the sweet potatoes, yams or sweet potatoes, we're gonna roast these vegetables. So this is an extra step because if you do not roast these yams or roast these carrots and you try to put them in your smoothie, it's gonna be too hard, man. It's gonna be way too hard and you're not gonna enjoy it. We want a nice, smooth texture and we wanna get these nutrients to help us and not hurt us or hurt our teeth, all right? So next, we're gonna get a baking sheet, all right? I just have my little baking mat right here just because it's easier for me to maneuver the vegetables and everything like that after we roast them. And I'm just gonna create 3 zones. So first off, I got my yams here. It's gonna go in this zone right here. Try to lay them as flat as possible as you can. It's no big deal if they're standing up a little bit, but flatter the better. Our pumpkin right here. Lay that out. And then our carrots. All right. Yams in the middle, pumpkin, and over here we got carrots. Next, all you gotta do, you can use olive oil. I'm actually out of olive oil, but I think this is actually better. I'm just gonna use avocado oil, all right? And you just wanna spray it down just a little bit. Nothing too crazy, all right? Spray it down just like such, just like that. And then this is gonna go into the oven, 400 degrees for 20 minutes, okay? Just like that, uncovered, right here in the oven, all right? I'm gonna get started on these fruits now, all right? So bananas are always in season. We're also gonna take the skins of those bananas and add them to, look how big our pile is getting right here. I'm over here trying to make sure I don't cut any fingers or slice any of my my limbs off, so I gotta keep my eye on the prize, you guys know what I'm saying? So right now, I'm just peeling these apples right now. Talking about, see these apple peels right here, y'all, these skins? Right up in this compost pile, just like that. Do not throw these out. Do not throw them out, all right? Over here, right here, just make sure my belly out the way. I got a big old pot of water. Add all of these fruit scraps to this pot, just like this. Now this is hot water, so you don't want to drop it from up high and splash something in your eye and end up boiling your eye. We got all those scraps going right into this big pot. We're gonna power boost this tea, all right? So when we talk about herbs and we talk about plants and things like that, some of the herbs that you have that can help you feel better are right there in your kitchen, right in your cupboard. And you only use them when you're eating certain dishes. But you could use those herbs to help you with your teas or your smoothies too as well. And I like to call them, not just herbs, but I like to call them vital spices, all right? And during this time of year, as we go from our hotter summer solstice into autumn and winter, it is very important that you get ahead of the sickness by preventing and storing these herbs in your body. I'm gonna take these vegetables out, y'all. Carrots, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes, ready. Roasted 20 minutes, 400, just a little bit of avocado oil over the top. With this tea, we put all of our fruit scraps in there, pumpkin seeds, our carrots and all that, and then we're gonna add this right here. the Vital Spice Immune Boost, all right? This right here is an all-natural supplement. It includes ginger, lemon, oregano, garlic, everything that you need, and it's all organic in one bottle. Looks like that, all right? That's the bottom of it. We're gonna give a couple of shakes of that, just as such, into our tea. Stir that in. I'm gonna let that come to a boil, okay? So what I'm gonna do is this. I have my roasted yams, pumpkin, and carrots right here, right? And this is why I like this mat too as well, because you can just kind of pick it up as such and kind of dump it where you need it, you know what I mean? Now some of it might spill, but it'll get most of the job done. So I'm just picking this up as such, trying not to spill. Don't spill, Dibbz, don't spill. All right, there we go. And anything left over, you just throw it right up in your bowl. This is the base of this smoothie, just like this. Now to add a little sweetness to it, that's where the apple comes in. To add a little thickness to it, that's where the bananas come in, okay? But also, there's other vegetables that you can add to this smoothie recipe too as well. I have the full list of what's in season in October on my site, UncleDibbz.com. And UncleDibbz.com is just a great landing spot for just all things food in general. Not just seasonings are on there, I got recipes on there. I have videos to go with the recipes too as well. I have talking points. I have a whole blog called Kitchen Talk, where we talk about everything from why, as Black people, we like our meat well done. Also, what is the origin of lemon pepper? Who invented it? How did it get here? I mean, we talk about everything. We talk about why there's such a divide about pork in our community as well. So I have a whole ecosystem about food and cooking and tips. I mean, produce, what's in season, everything like that at UncleDibbz.com. So if you guys do me a favor, if you don't even get anything today, just go to my site, take a look around. If you like what you see, just hit the subscribe button, okay? So with the Ziploc bag right here, just like this, all I'm gonna do, just measure with my God-given hands. I'm just gonna take a handful of some of these apples, some of the bananas, and some of those pumpkin, sweet potatoes, and what is that, pumpkin and carrots. And we're just gonna make little bags of this, all right, until we fill it to the top. And this is a light batch too, okay, because I have some more in the freezer. So all I'm gonna do is take these bags and just put them in the freezer. And anytime I'm ready for a smoothie, I'm gonna make one here too live because I want you to see the color on this thing. All you gotta do is grab one of these bags and I'm good to go. Anyway, I know you guys would want to see this tea. Let me go ahead and give y'all the tea. So this is what our brewed flu blocker tea looks like. Next, what we're gonna do while it's nice and hot, you got a strainer and a big bowl. We're just gonna strain this just like this. Whew, making a mess. Kind of exfoliating myself just like that. What I'm smelling right there is all those nutrients from that where's my Vital Spice at? From that Vital Spice mixed with the nutrients from the peels, the apple core, the carrot skins, all that. It's just like if Erykah Badu had a spa, this is what it would smell like when you walked in. You know what I'm talking about? Take your colander, or as we say in the neighborhood, strainer, and lift that up out. Man, that feels so good right there. And now that I've shaved my beard off, it works even better. I don't got no hair blocking it or nothing like that. I got the real potion right here. I got the cure right here, you know what I mean? And like I said, I like to have this while it's hot, you know what I'm talking about? But I'm just enjoying this exfoliation that I'm dealing with right now. So just give me a minute right now, y'all. And you wanna ladle that flu blocker tea before it gets cold. right into your cup just as such, y'all. This is so, this right here is, it's like a hack. It's like a cheat code, you know what I mean? You guys see that? You guys see all those nutrients right there? Beautiful, right? Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel, y'all. Flu blocker tea, full recipes on my site, UncleDibbz.com. But I didn't want to sip this while it's nice and hot like this, all right? So y'all just give me a second right here. That's good, shorty. If you're ready to see these smoothies, this autumn smoothie recipe, live and in person, put a number 5 in the comments too, as well. If you already put a number 5 in there, put another one. Double down on that thing, you know what I'm talking about? Show y'all how to make this smoothie real quick. All these recipes available at UncleDibbz.com. About a cup and a half, 2 cups of alkaline water for this smoothie. That's gonna be our base. Next, we're gonna throw in these chia seeds, all right? About 2 tablespoons of that, right up in there. Let it soak in that water. That's why we put the water in first and then the chia seeds, so the chia seeds last. Next, let's get that fruit that's in the freezer. It should be a little bit cold right now, right? I'm gonna do a 2-bagger for this. This is gonna be my lunch. This is gonna be my lunch. So our sweet potatoes, our bananas, our carrots, our pumpkin, our apples, right up in there, baby. This is all it is, y'all. This is why I like to do this preparation ahead of time, because it saves time, so you don't got no excuses. Next, apple cider vinegar, just a couple splashes. Just a couple splashes, just like that. It is that time of year. Just some more of that vital spice immune boost. Ginger, oregano, everything you need right there. Lemon, garlic, everything to keep your immune system nice and right during this flu season. I'm gonna put a little bit more alkaline water in there just to soften it up. There we go. Power it on. Now I want y'all to guess, what color do you think this smoothie is gonna be? Put what color you think this smoothie is gonna be in the comments right now. Y'all think it's gonna be yellow, it's gonna be orange, it's gonna be gold? Put what color you think this is gonna be. 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't know, it look a little orange to me. If you want a glass of this, put a number 3 in the comments right now. All right, let's try it out. That's good, shorty.